Do you see how in the name of correcting a bad situation, we worsen it? Is that not the story of our life?
My question is related to the upbringing of children. There's a total world out there who plays an important part in the conditioning of the child. Like I have a 1.5 years old daughter now. So if I feel that I should not send her to school because there are teachers, there are other children over there, how can we save them from getting conditioned from the people?
No, you cannot save her. Let that hurt you and kill you. And only that will save the child. All these wise things you are speaking of right now, did you not know of them 2 years back? She goes to the school, she gains formal knowledge, but also gathers a lot of corruption. You put at her home, and the set of troubles is different but deeper. First thing, when you have a kid in front of you, weep. That's what I do. I look at extremely stupid parents carrying kids. What can I do? I can't pretend I'm living in a healthy place. I can't pretend I can save them. They can't be saved. How do I save that kid?
What can we do about it? Like, no.
Weep, cry.
I'm already doing.
No, you can't say I made a bad decision. I want to correct it now. No, sir, you're not the first one. The situation is so grim. If one is not a dimwit, one obviously realizes it's very bad for the kids. We would be leaving behind for them a world totally distorted by climate change. So parents claim they want all the goodness for their kids and they destroy the kids. You want to be of some use to the kid? Then grow up with the kid.
Pranam Acharya Ji, I am Prateek and I am trying to learn from you from past 2 years now, and I've been an active participant from more than a quarter now. So my question is related to the upbringing of children. So time and again you have emphasized that changing parents themselves is the prime focus of this aspect, and I understand the rationale behind that. But then there is another fact, Acharya Ji, that it's not only the parents. There's a total world out there who plays an important part in the conditioning of the child. So particularly in the respect of with respect to the schooling and the education aspect of it, if I suppose think that if I don't want to, like I have a 1.5 years old daughter now, so if I feel that I should not send her to school because there are teachers, there are other children over there who obviously are obviously unaware as us, and it will play a lot of role in the conditioning of the child. So why to send her to school at the first place if we can teach the academic subject, because academic is also very important. So if we can teach her the academic subjects at home, but then discipline becomes a very big aspect of it, because schools and other education spots, they have from age old experience, they have a very designed curriculum and discipline. So my question is like, what can be a alternate measure so that we can save the child right from like who are just about to go out into the world? How can we save them from getting conditioned from the people, and can give them that academic knowledge also?
No, you cannot save her. Let that hurt you and kill you. And only that will save the child. You are a continuity from your past. Right? All these wise things you are speaking of right now, did you not know of them 2 years back? If you know that the child is in grave threat today, you knew of the same thing 2 years back as well. So you brought her into the world so that she would be gravely threatened, right? Now we are speaking so eloquently, so wisely, so compassionately. When we have put the kid in an impossible situation, she goes to the school, she gains formal knowledge, but also gathers a lot of corruption. You put at her home, and the set of troubles is different but deeper. It's a very obvious problem, and today you know of it. Obviously, you knew of this thing 2-3 years back as well. And you are a continuity. You are a continuity. You are the same person who did that, and the person who is talking of this. And today you have the belief that remaining who you are, the continuity that you have been, you can still save the kid. That belief is what would hurt the kid very, very deeply. You have come up with a wise plan. Option A, option B. You're already thinking of these things. Using your own same continuous self. And a deep belief that, with a further stretch of that same self, you can do some good. How? The self took unwise decisions then. The self is thinking of some unwise options now. And the self is confident about the kid's future. Past, present, future, all being trampled under the ruthless weight of the same continuity, the self. First thing, when you have a kid in front of you, weep. That's what I do. I look at animals in the markets. I look at them getting ready for slaughter. I look at extremely stupid parents carrying kids. What can I do? First thing is, I allow that to hit me hard. I can't pretend I'm in control. I can't pretend I'm living in a healthy place. I can't pretend I can save them. They can't be saved. I can't say I'm the wise one who will come up with a management plan and strategic steps to solve a particular problem. I'm not going to be a victim of my own wishful thinking. How do I save that kid? I can't.
But Acharya, something happened in ignorance. Like you told that maybe 2 years also I was aware of these things. I was, but not so deeply. I mean, knowing a thing from periphery is different, but then coming to the terms of it, reality is something different. So if I have done something, like what can we do about it? Like now,
Weep, cry.
I am already doing that. We are already doing.
No. When that happens, that's a thing of total transformation. When that happens, then you realize that it's not the kid who has to grow up. The parents have to grow up, first thing. You can't say, I'm the parent devising plans for the kid. No, devise plans for yourself. And just as you would repeatedly fail in your plans for yourself, you will also fail in your plans for the kid, and there can be no respite from that. You can't say, I made a bad decision, I want to correct it now. No. You'll have to live with the utter hurt and the consequences. And probably that is the only way out. Ostensibly, all parents at least claim that they want welfare of their kids. That doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. You're not the first one. You're not the last one. You're not unique in any sense. Nobody is unique in any sense. Are you talking about neighbors' kids? Are you talking about all the kids in the world? Are you talking about all the species in the world? You can't. And since all can't be saved, therefore, it would be really impossible to save just one.
So even before she goes out in the world, her fate is determined. Like, even if I want to save her from conditioning and I want to change myself too.
Now, this is the best statement you have made so far. Not a statement of hope, not a declaration of plans, but an appreciation of the horror of the situation. But we are trained to be actors, no? We are trained to say, yes, yes, I know the situation, now let's act. The fact is, all your acting is just a convenient escape from acknowledgement of the situation. Once you know what the situation is, the right action will anyway happen on its own. Action doesn't have to be planned or organized. Action will happen. What is needed is appreciation, a holistic realization of what the situation is like. And then the right action happens for the parents, for the kid, for the entire world. Sir, you're not the first one. The situation is so grim. If one is not a dimwit, one obviously realizes it's very bad for the kids. We would be leaving behind for them a world totally distorted by climate change. We know that. We know what we have done. And you can't stop that. We know what we are releasing, continuously releasing into the atmosphere. And I cannot stop that. You cannot stop that. First thing is to be vulnerable to the suffering. Because that is the reality.
Keep feeling the gravity of it, but as you said, like things seems like they are already out of hand. So that's become very, the anxiety increases because of this.
That might actually be a good beginning. It is not anxiety or any other state that is ever a problem. It is the center of the state that matters. We know the sages have said, yes, fear is good. Even greed is good from the right center. So please do be anxious. But not just for your limited interests and little family. And then you will see that you are able to act rightly. And right action is no prescription. By right action, I do not mean to give you hope. I'm not saying right action will save you or your kid. No, not quite likely. But at least right action will happen, irrespective of the result.
Getting it a bit.
Do you see how, in the name of correcting a bad situation, we worsen it? Is that not the story of our life? Huh?
Yes.
I spoiled it. Now I'll clean it up.
Because we are not holistic in our understanding ever.
Yes, and because we have so much confidence in the doer. If I could do it wrong, I can also do it right. Huh? I made a mess of it. I will set it right. No, sir. It's a continuity. Remaining the same person who created the mess, you will only further the mess. In the name of setting it right, you will only make it worse. Because you are the same self, the same doer. So parents claim they want all the goodness for their kids, and they destroy the kids. And when there is some evidence that the kid is actually being destroyed, in their wisdom, they take the next step to correct the situation. Instead of remedy, it brings more ruin. Because it's a continuity, the actor is the same. You know it's not going to be right when the patient starts playing the doctor. We need to grow up. And having a kid in that sense is an opportunity. You want to be of some use to the kid? Then grow up with the kid.
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you, Acharya.
My name is Savan and I am from West Bengal, and I have been connected with Acharya Ji since almost 2 years now. Since childhood, I have been an introvert kind of person, and I have always been very much unclear about a lot of things in life. So I have always listened to a lot of people, especially in spiritual sense. But never have I got such clarity and such kind of answers as I have got after listening to Acharya Ji. This has made a tremendous amount of difference in my life. So the real change has only happened after I have started listening to Acharya Ji. Before that, whoever I have listened to, they have been a kind of sweet pills that it is good to listen to them, but for the moment, but never the real change happens. And real change in the sense I mean is, it is suffering. It is the suffering that we have in our life, in the form of fear, in the form of anxiety, in the form of the mental clutter that goes on each and every moment of our lives. Now after 2 years, I feel that the mind is a lot free. It is a lot relaxed now, because the sessions and the teachings are so wonderful that it has to happen for each and every one of participants who are in the Gita community. A lot of them have benefited, and in the same way I have also benefited. So I just thank enough. I have no words to thank Acharya Ji. I can say it's a rebirth, and So everyone should join this community. Everyone should listen to Acharya Ji. That's all I want to say. Thank you.